This edition of Hold Your Applause podcast is brought to you by Reba's Rescue. Now, if you need a dog, you need a cat, you need a furry friend to call your friend or family member, Reba's is your stop. Located in Chesapeake, Virginia, they foster, they have full-out rescue. You can go in, do puppy overnight slumber parties to make sure that they have the perfect pet for you. You can visit them at rebasrescue.com. That's REBA rescue.com. We are also brought to you by Juggernaut Cookie Company. Delicious gluten-free protein cookies and indulgent shortbread cookies. I'm telling you, these, I'm a little partial, but these cookies will be the best cookies you've ever had. They are delicious. Our protein gluten-free cookies are made with 12 grams of protein, and they are also made with kosher and non-GMO ingredients. So visit www.cookiehunt.com and try yourself a Juggernaut cookie. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. Me and Brittany just had a couple of tequilas on the way over here. Not on the way over here. We weren't driving, but we've had a little ritual of stopping and getting a drink before a podcast just to loosen us up. And
we made a mistake.
Yeah, we did. We ordered a flight,
and we thought they were small, like beer flights.
Well, when you hear flight, you like assume taste. It's going to be smaller than
more like
these
3 sips,
full 6 ounce.
These were 4 glasses.
Yeah. What was the place called? Stripers in Waterside.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. Thank you.
Well, drinks were good. I mean, food was.
Thank you.
We didn't get a chance to eat. Well, you had food. You had
fries. I had the lobster balls.
Yeah, lobster balls. How were they?
Delicious.
All right. Well, there you go. She's a food connoisseur too, y'all. Check them out. It's Striper over in Waterside Marketplace, Norfolk, VA. Welcome to another edition of Hold Your Applause podcast. We are your hosts. I am the Juggernaut Antoine Britt. My lovely host, Britt the shit Daniels. It's so cool because your name rhymes with so much bullshit.
Does it really? Like what?
Shit,
tell me.
Dick.
Okay, that's weird.
Gotta keep going.
No, you're literally rhyming things with shit. Well, I guess Britt, but really you're just okay. But thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's like
you're easy to be friends with.
That's the nicest thing.
We are going to cover a couple of different. We have some cool topics. So our topics came together a little bit, later than they usually do. Beginning of the week, I usually have this shit, but it was a little bit tougher this week because
we've been busy.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on. So we
life hit ya. What's been going on with you?
Well, the cookie company. We have been really ramping up. On the direct-to-consumer stuff, so our website getting revamped, and we're slinging cookies all over Hampton Roads. We're regional now, so that's cool from a wholesale basis. So we're selling a lot more places: Taylor's Do It Center, 7-Eleven, Nutrition Corner. So those are all multi-store contracts. So it's all. What are you doing right now? You trying to? We're not on camera. Well,
thank God.
Are you posing? What are you
Why
doing?
Do you have to call me out? Just let me be. Okay, look.
God, there's nobody looking at you.
I know, but why would you have to, let me be,
over
shut
here.
up.
You got serious issues.
Anyway.
On today's show, we're going to be covering, so we'd had a little pivot. And I cannot ignore this show. Milf Manor. If you haven't seen Milf Manor, you are really missing out on pop culture history.
History. Honestly, I am glad to be alive for this because it's actually good for me.
Why? Why is it good for you?
Because I'm on the brink of this. I'm on the heels
you
of this show.
Being a MILF?
I am on the heels of being able to audition for this show.
I feel like can audition for. Yeah, you're a little bit too young. You got easily. Plus, you look younger than you are. So
it was even better, and But I don't. I think the youngest woman on here is in her
mid-40s. I think.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. Okay, go ahead. Go back to the.
All right. So Milf Manor. This is the second season. Last season, if you're not up on game. it's a show based on middle-aged women. You have middle-aged women from the age of basically early to mid-40s to 60. They take them to a resort, put them in a house, almost like a Bachelor real world type scenario, but they match them up with men who are considerably, when I say men, I use that term loosely, considerably younger than them, anywhere from like early 20s to early 30s. And they got to date and figure out if this is something that's going to be a long-term relationship or go past the show, whatever. We've all seen, the premise is not new. We've seen the premise before. Well, this season, they were like, let's up the ante a little bit. And this is where I got to give TLC credit.
Are we really going to go there right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
So I have to give TLC
It's Discovery.
credit.
Is it on TLC?
It's on TLC.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I streamed on Discovery Plus.
I have to give them credit for most efficiently exploiting every motherfucker.
Yeah.
They
so surprising.
It's
like
so good.
You don't
at
know
showing the
who's going to get
worst
screwed.
Of society. No.
Yeah.
It's
literally
bad. So they kind of, threw a monkey wrench in things this season. So still middle-aged women, but the young men that they're matching them up with are not related anymore. They're not related to any of the women anymore. So they bring the young men in, but they also bring the dads of those men in
not
as
initially.
well. Not initially. At first, it was just like the, 5 or 6 women, 5 or 6
At least for a full
young
day
men.
or two.
Got them to know each other a little bit.
Making out. Going on dates.
Doing all the stuff.
Doing
all the stuff that
syrup off each other's
savage
bodies.
middle-aged women do. Middle-aged women are
They're in their sexual prime. I know this to be true.
Are they in their sexual prime?
Yes.
I thought that was 37 for women.
Yeah, I think it would be like mid-30s, 35 to like 45 or 50. Like the brink of menopause.
That's a wide window.
It's a wide window.
So 50 is still a sexual prime or potentially a sexual prime for a female?
I don't know.
I feel like
I think it's like pre-menopause. Every woman's different. Just like when they start their menstrual cycle. Are we talking about this right now?
Yeah, we are.
But I do feel like it's when you don't really care, because most women are self-conscious about their bodies. And then when women really just don't care anymore and they're just loving the experience, that's when you're in your prime.
Yeah, like that middle.
Because you get your 20-year-old females, they're always insecure about, they could be the most perfect woman in the world, and they're going to think they're insecure. But that's why you have your middle-aged women who they just don't care anymore. They're like, look, somebody just please me because everyone else couldn't, so let's just get to it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. No, I get that.
Because most men can't please a woman. So I think women could just get tired.
We are not going to do that today.
I said most men.
We are not going to do that today, Brittany.
Okay. So I said most men, and I think that most women can agree with me. But I feel like women get fed up with that.
But is that the man's fault or the women's fault?
Both. It's the man for not being... I think it's both.
I truly believe that in a serious or long-term relationship, if the woman's not being sexually pleased, it's her fault.
She should speak up.
It's her fault, 100%.
But maybe the man is not capable of literally...
Well, that's a different conversation. Then,
right.
It's a different conversation needs to be had.
But most younger men are eager to please older women because they're trying to keep up. It's not like they don't want to. It's that they know she's got like a Rolodex, and he's like, his ego is like, oh my God, I got to try.
First of all, the fact that you said Rolodex.
Well, I mean,
you should definitely be on this show because you're 95 years old. Okay, go ahead, continue.
You're so right. Nobody knows what that is anymore. Okay. I'm like, what else am I supposed to say? Like, what else am I supposed to say?
Like, I don't know.
Like, scroll through your phone?
Your contacts, maybe?
Little black book.
Yeah, okay,
sorry.
there you go. I'll even take that as alternative. Little black book.
Okay, so I've never literally...
I can picture you at home now, just rolling your Rolodex. Oh, I'm in the A's now. I'm in the C's.
Well, Obviously, starting the A's, Anton. Thank you for humbling me every day of my life. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a look, okay? It's like one of those terms you say, like, I'm in the weeds. Okay? Like,
Gotcha.
Like, I'm in my role. Nobody knows what it means. The Rolodex.
Majority of people knows what it means.
Okay, now we know what it means. Okay, so now you're backtracking. Okay.
That's like saying groovy.
Okay,
groovy.
well, everyone knows what that means.
Yeah, but nobody fucking says it anymore.
Okay, but we do because it's
we do.
a play on. Okay, anyway. I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
Well, okay, so we're talking about Milf Manor. I told you this tequila got her, y'all.
Yeah.
So now the kid, so middle-aged women, young men, and now their dads are on there. So now these women have to make the decision whether they're gonna date the younger version or the older version, like the young man or the dad of that.
Oh, that's what I was
man.
saying. I was trying to literally. I feel like when older women need nothing from a younger man, only other than probably sex.
So. Okay.
But I really do feel like, and I don't have any confirmation on this, but I would think that younger men would try harder for an older woman in that one time of whatever thing, one night stand, whatever it is, for her than he would a girl his own age. 100%.
You think? Yeah.
Because it's an ego thing.
Something to prove.
Because he's thinking she is literally been around.
Yeah.
She's had a husband. She's had two.
She's gonna know whether I'm bullshit or not.
And now I had to really perform, which other younger guys would be like, with a younger girl, it would be just, mutual. But I mean, there would be nothing more. I mean, I don't think that younger guys have anything to offer older women.
I don't know, but I guess it obviously depends on the person.
21 to a 55-year-old. No way.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I can agree with you.
He has no experience.
Of course, there's exceptions to every rule, but it's very few and far between. Like I don't see a 21-year-old man
being able to please a 60-year-old woman,
and even like carrying on a conversation. Like, what the fuck do you talk about?
I mean, but even if a woman, even if she was to carry on a conversation, she knows what she wants from this guy is ultimately just like I want to feel young again, but he doesn't know how to do anything. I don't think. I feel like men need experience.
You think so? You don't think
they are hard learners? Because I mean.
So what's the difference between? And I'm not disagreeing with you, but what's the difference between a woman as she gets older becoming a good sexual partner and a man as he gets older becoming a good sexual partner?
Men get way too excited way too quickly, and they rush things when things need to be taken slow. They don't know how to handle that. I feel like, and then read the room. I don't know. No.
But also,
I feel like men are just way too excited.
I agree with you.
And they just go. They just want it. Like, hey, I got one goal, and that's fine. But control yourself. Does
that come down to what people, but mostly men view like society standard of what sex looks like? Because you watch it and of course our biggest reference tool for sex is like pornography, right? And you watch any porn this day and age,
that's
it's
men.
all
that's what men literally think sex is, and that's not sex. No, that's not how it goes. So that's why I feel like that's their image in their mind, but that's fake. It's acting. It's not real. They're paid actors who get literally minimum wage.
Is it minimum wage?
Google it. Google it, boys.
How do you know so much about?
Because I've Googled it.
How much porn actors make?
No, I listened to a podcast with a porn star woman. Okay. And she was like, it's not real. It's fake. Literally, Google it. It's just that's not how sex should be. It shouldn't be fat. It should be, hey. I mean, quickies when you're in a relationship are good. That's fine. Whatever you can get in. I'm not saying. Did I say too much?
Not go ahead.
I've never done it. Would love to do it. But I'm just saying, I just don't know what these young men have to offer other than bland sex. But when their dads came in.
Man, somebody been hurt before. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do agree with you that, generally speaking, more times than not, that the sexual chemistry between somebody who's 21 or 22 and someone who's 50 is not going to be, unless that's all because some women, that's all they're looking for. They just want somebody to be more aggressive.
They're boys. They don't know how to they don't know a woman's body. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. Did you know at 21?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Okay. That's a lie.
No, it's a learning curve. I mean, it's reps. It's reps, right? You know, it is. It's like the practice makes habit. So if you do something enough, then, I mean, and I don't mean practice makes habit by, sleep with a lot of people, but I'm saying like be engaged. When you are in the act, be engaged.
But I would say porn is not your friend of learning.
No. Yeah.
Don't do those things because girls know. Women know.
Women know if you got this from porn.
Yeah, just like those
Pornhub.
weird antics.
Like what? Like what? When you say antics, what is that?
I'm not gonna say
What's
it
an
because
antic?
you're
What's
gonna
a
be like,
sex
I'm gonna stop it. I can say it.
Like,
Women know.
Just give me one example of something you've seen in pornography that is like just totally unrealistic as it pertains to like.
I'm not
real
gonna even say it, but all women know, and they're like, ugh, in their heads, they're like, hopefully he'll never do that again. Because we all know where that came from. And then it's not from his own mind. And it's weird.
Oh, man.
We've all been there. Trust me.
Okay.
Women.
Yeah.
Maybe men
Ladies,
too.
chime in the comments.
No, and men. I don't know.
Yeah,
we've all been a victim of abuse.
I don't think men have that problem with women pulling shit from porn, though. And trying to do it.
No, they have no problem at all. I'm pretty sure most men are like, please watch porn.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think women would be vocal enough to be that aggressive and saying things that they would see.
Sure. Yeah, it could be because pornography is everywhere. Even if it's not just like deliberate porn, like you're watching Pornhub or something like that.
I mean, you can hear it.
Pornography is all around us. Instagram, TikTok. Some version of it is all around us. So.
But anyway, back to Milf Manor.
But so that's the show, and I suggest you watch it because it is pretty. I mean, it's a train wreck. Like, okay, let's call a spade. But
question. If your son went on the show, would you agree to go on the show? Well, obviously, you'd have to be single.
Me personally, no.
Would you be mad that your son went on it to meet 60-year-olds?
No. I wouldn't. Not at all. I mean, it's like everybody has their journey, It's like, why be upset about that? I mean, he's going to date somebody. Might as well. I mean, what's the difference?
What if I was on the show?
Hey, you dated my son?
Yeah. Yeah, then what?
Like, ooh.
Why would you say that?
I know.
That's so rude.
Cray.
Why would you just say ugh?
Just the fact that you use that as a hypothetical scenario tells me how crazy you are.
No, because you have a son that's 21 years old.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it.
Your son's very sweet.
Yeah, Antoine's the best.
Yeah. He's he's too young for me.
I mean,
would you be cool with that? Be like, hey, no, it'd be fine. But he'd be like, hey, Dad, I want to introduce you to a girl I'm dating, and then he brings her over to your house, and she's 50 years old, older than you.
That's that age of Adeline shit right there. Hell yeah.
So she's 50.
I'm like, fuck it. It just depends on what you want out of life.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, it just depends on what you want out of life because you're not going to be able to have like children with that woman, right?
Okay.
And so if you don't want kids,
okay, but she looks 75.
Well, he wouldn't go for that anyway.
How do you know?
I just know him.
Wait, what does he go for?
I don't know. Not a 7-year-old is fucking 22 years, 21 years old.
Sorry, Antoine.
He's like,
Love
"Why
you.
y'all talking about me?"
Love you. No, but it would be so. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just all particular. You have some people who just prefer to be with older people more so.
But 30 years older.
Some people do.
Would you think something's wrong with a woman to be with a man 30 years younger than her?
When you say something wrong with a woman, I don't know if that's a fair term.
It is.
But
because what do they have to offer a woman? Women need like stability.
Cash money.
Yeah. Well, honestly.
The drop top.
Well.
The Louis.
Yeah, they do. They need stability. They need.
But that answers your question, right? We go back to
they don't need all those
the sexual
things,
experience of a man, right? As you get older, we're in agreement that as you get older, you become more versed, right? So if you got a 50-year-old dude or 55-year-old dude with a 25-year-old woman, he knows what he's doing. She wants to learn what she's doing. And so that's from a sexual standpoint, that could be.
So she's getting what she needs, and he's getting what he needs, I guess.
Yeah. And by time, and obviously that relationship doesn't last because either he dies or
eventually
he dies or, they break up because
it's only 50.
They realize that you can't sustain a relationship like that.
50 is pretty young.
That's a 30-year difference. When she's 50, he's 80.
That's not that bad, actually, if you think about it. And if they last that long, good for them. That's love.
But how many last that long, though?
I don't know.
So, but he taught her shit. So by the time she does get in her sexual prime, she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. And, that he's going to prep her to be a great partner for somebody else later on down the road. Oh, no.
I'm just going to say it. There's nothing better than a man that knows what he's doing.
Okay, yeah.
And then
that's a person in general.
Trust me, I'm a woman, and most women are girls. Whatever.
You're a woman?
Girl. Yeah, I am. They have to teach, and it's so nice not having to tell someone what you need. Or there's little bits and whatever, okay. But oh my God. So that's what I'm saying. I don't get Milf. They can't do anything for grown women.
It's
those boys, they don't. 21-year-old, what are you going to do for me?
But also,
you're in college.
Doesn't some of it come from the idea of what the person has in their head? Like a woman, a 50-year-old woman, I'm just using Milf Manor as an example, a 50-year-old woman with a 25-year-old guy, she just might be so excited that she's going to sleep with a 25-year-old guy.
Being desirable.
That enthusiasm could cross over to more of a sexual
So I feel
connection.
like being desirable from a younger point of view would be good for an older woman. But that scene in the hot tub during Milf Manor with the BDSM comment, talk, and then have you ever gotten your butt bit?
Yeah, which was honestly when you
and
think
she
about.
goes, I'm into BDSM. I've never got my butt bit.
Lies.
I thought that he said
Fucking
a butt
lies.
plug at first, and I had to pause it, and I was because I was wait a second, a butt bit? There's no way. BDSM? No, what?
Yeah.
And I'm okay.
There's no way.
And he's 21, and I got you, my sweetheart.
She probably has the most plain Jane sex ever.
But she's into BDSM, and so is. But I'm saying
that's what she said.
So does he, and then it's biting butts.
Is that?
Are you kidding
Is that
me?
If you I feel like that's basic foreplay.
I rewind that 3 times because I was that's not right.
You rewound it.
Because rewinded it, rewounded
on
it
your VHS.
I did. Stop.
Oh
what do you say? Reverse it?
I don't know.
Is that Missy Elliott? What am I doing? How do you say that these days? I press
But yeah,
pause.
I feel like that was just for the sake of the show because you
for
can't.
PG.
Yeah, if you're into BDSM and you've never had your butt
But he was have you ever butt? I was what? Butt bit. I was is that butt what? And then I'm you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me bite your butt. I'm like, okay, get out of here. I mean,
Yeah.
get the heck out of here, you little child.
Who do you think, and I know you don't remember all their names and
I
stuff
do.
right now. You do? Okay. Who do you think the most
Chris.
attractive female on the show is?
Oh.
Calm
Wait,
down.
what?
Like, or
Female?
I know attractive. I know it's
I don't
relative.
know. That
but,
should be a question
like,
for you.
Who do you think is the most desirable to the guys on the
Well,
show?
clearly it's Barbie.
That's the stripper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one
for
with the
sure.
brown hair with the tattoos.
100%. Yeah.
I
I just think, and she's not necessarily prettier than
I don't
any
think
other.
I don't think they're just all, the same level of attract. I just think she's more outgoing and more aggressive. And
Yeah.
I feel like any 20-year-old is going to
Love, they're
say,
gonna eat that shit
they're
up.
not going to say no.
Yeah, because
Guys don't say no at that age because they can't.
Because that's part of the thing that a younger guy is looking for in an older
They
woman,
planted
right?
her there.
Yeah, like to be the one that says, like, even guys like to
She's
be
like, "Oh, kiss
told
me."
what to do. Yeah, tell me what to do. Show, like, be aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, guys like that shit too.
How
Like,
about you? What do you think is the main one?
I would say her. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I would say the best looking guy would definitely be Chris.
I don't know which
aesthetically.
one. Which one is
He's
that?
a tall MMA fighter with a pretty smile.
With
And,
Widow's Peak.
Does he? I don't know.
Okay.
Didn't notice it. Really?
All right.
That's detailed.
I mean, I didn't
even notice it. Anyway,
You got to have a fresh cut.
he had a great body. And then second would be the clown of the group, the bigger guy.
The bigger guy.
You know, the chubbier one.
Oh yeah, with
Who
the
bit the
with
butt?
with the fro.
He's got a cute face. So he's likable.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
typically
for sure.
be the one I would definitely be more attracted to Chris aesthetically, like, oh my God, yes. But I would probably go for the Chris guy. 100%.
The MMA guy. You would go for the MMA guy.
I mean,
first.
I would aesthetically Chris, yes, but then go for the shorter,
Okay.
stockier guy.
Wow.
We can fix that later. He's only 21.
Yeah, get him in shape.
I mean,
But does anyone get in better shape when they get in a relationship?
no, but I mean, with me, yes.
Because what do they call that? The relationship 10?
Yeah, but
I
not
mean,
with
just-
me. Because
no.
we,
They'll eat what you eat. Fucking.
are you being rude?
I'm not being rude. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm done talking about it. Anyway,
My homegirl over here.
let's not talk about it. Look,
I'm trying to get more protein in her diet, and she doesn't listen.
I'm trying to get it.
She's not listening to me. All she eats is fucking Taco Bell and
All right, what are our questions for tonight?
question number 1, intimacy. Since we're talking about kind of intimacy. So as when people are, in relationships, do you feel like do you feel like intimacy dwindles? And if it does, how does a couple recapture the level of intimacy they had when they first got together? Because we know, like, there's nothing like the intimacy between two people who just started dating but know they like each other, know they want to take it further, right? It's better than a one-night stand, and it's better than two people who've been in a 5-year relationship. It's kind of like that magic, that little, magic window of time to where you kind of know you want to be with that person, but not sure how they feel, but you feel comfortable enough opening up sexually to that person. That's like the best sex, right? So how do you recapture or even get close to recapturing that level of intimacy with a committed partner, i.e., husband, wife, long-term boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah, sure. How do you rekindle it? I don't even. So in my last few relationships, I have to be honest. It was always pretty much there.
Okay.
All the time.
From Jump Street.
Yeah.
Wow. What was the reason for that, from your point of view?
I think it's because I was in it too.
You were always pushing to maintain
No.
a healthier.
I feel like I feel like, I don't know, maybe because I was just as eager as he was, and it was good. In the last few ones that I've been in.
Was there an age gap in any of these relationships?
No.
No.
I mean, well.
Not like a significant, like 5 or more years.
No.
Okay.
I mean, 5 would be the most. But then like 2 or 3. But even in my 11-year gap one, it was every day. But I would say in one of my last relationships, there was gaps, but when it was good, it was good.
When you say gaps, what does that mean?
Like
gaps of time or gaps of time where it was like super
within
good?
Every month, it would be like, I don't know, like twice a week or whatever, like that. But I mean, I'm different, Antoine. I can't answer this question. Only because that's my not, because I need to feel different in relationships with other people. So that's how we're going to bond.
You feel like you need to be the best sexual partner they've ever had?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying I need to bond with someone I'm with to know that we have a different bond with everyone else out of, friendship. We can have friendships with men and women, separately. Right. Mm-hmm. But this is and then we come back. I don't know, but I just, I can't answer that question.
You sound like you're answering it pretty well, actually. Because the way you bond, the most effective way to bond is.
I think it's a very important thing to have in a romantic relationship that
100%, yeah.
separates you from everything else and no one else gets, and that's y'all's or yours.
Right.
So
I agree. 100%.
How to bring it back, I would say pursue your significant other. Mm-hmm. If there is a lack of whatever, fill the gaps.
Lack of whatever, you gotta
whatever you think they did, I don't know. Say it's something they did and they're not doing anymore, they seem like depressed or like down. Mm-hmm. Fill those gaps in for them.
Do that, okay.
Like, hey, fold the laundry. Do the dishes. I don't know.
It's sexy to you, folding the laundry. Is housework sexy?
Okay, so
for
now
you?
I'm going back to acts of service. But I don't know. Hey, maybe mine is acts of service. If somebody said, hey, I'm going to take your car in and get it serviced and fill your tank, I'd be like, oh my God. Honestly, so maybe take it back from last week. But I feel like when they're stressed, I don't know, fill the gaps.
Yeah.
Do things that they would normally do, but I don't know, cut off the stress. I don't know.
Why do you think that more people don't do that? Are they just not paying attention or unaware of what those gaps are, or just unwilling? Like, well, they're not going to do it. I'm not going to be the one.
Yeah, I feel like people get resentful with each other. Yeah. And it's weird because it's like, you love me, I love you, right? What are we going to do here? But do you really love me? Because if you really did, you would do these things without thinking.
Right.
And they'll be set out and done already. Because, I mean, once you're in like a relationship that you're living together, it is going to be mundane, but you do things to help each other's life out, to take off the stress.
Yeah.
And then that's what relieves you, like, to relax at the end of the night. And you're like, oh my God, you're so different from everyone else. Mm-hmm. Like, this is I don't know. Yeah. What do you think?
I think that people in general really become territorial over their own pleasure. And
what does that mean?
If those pleasures aren't being satisfied, then they turn a blind eye to why they aren't being satisfied. And they really, really just don't pay a lot of attention to, like, what came, the cart or the horse, which one came first, right? So you in a situation to where somebody might be like, the man's not being satisfied for whatever reason, right? And all you can do is focus on why you're not being satisfied. You totally ignore the signs of what got you there in the first place? Well, did I stop doing these certain things that now my girlfriend doesn't want to do these things because I stopped doing it? Like, they totally are oblivious to
But if you
those
did
aspects
up
of
those annies of in your own relationship, and then they didn't do those things and whatever.
yeah.
I don't.
So what happens if you do, quote unquote, up the ante and start filling in those gaps and your partner's still not receptive?
I think communication. Hey, are you here? Like, hey.
Are you here? She's waving her hands around
Hello?
like she's invisible.
I'm here right now. Love me. These are my needs. They need to be met. I feel like every human has needs and they need to be met. And I feel like if you're in a relationship, it should be especially if in a marriage. I feel like, hey, if you, I really do feel like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But for me, I would just, I don't know.
It is hard to explain because you have two different people that have two different stories, right? You have, one person, the man or the female, doesn't matter who, that says, okay, we're in this position because you stopped doing this. And the other person is going to have the same story. Their version of it says, well, we're in this position because you stopped doing that. But nobody's going to be willing, or if no one's willing to say, okay, you stopped doing this.
You have to.
So how?
You have to literally be willing to humble yourself. The only way to make a relationship work is to be humble enough to say, I'm listening to you. I get it. We can agree on that. I will work on that. But once you both work on the things that you've both listened to separately, but I really do feel like it's defensiveness at that point. And I don't know.
I think and this is my philosophy, and this is, again, my opinion. You can feel totally different. But I feel like two people in a committed relationship need to try to outgive the other person.
I agree.
So when usually if both people are focused on giving and taking the needs of their partner into the highest regard, and both partners let me emphasize that both partners are doing it, that relationship is going to be great because you always have that giving type of culture in your relationship. So if you're missing something, it's like, well, shit, sex is not great, or they're not being empathetic, or they're not doing this, not doing that. Let me give of myself. And it takes a real asshole to be in that type of environment and still be a dickhead. You see your partner really giving and really putting 100% effort into maintaining the health of the relationship, and you still are a fucking asshole. Like, there's something wrong with you, so.
Thank you. I agree.
Yeah. 100%. So.
No, I do. Absolutely. Everything you said, I agree with. Because you should want to. If you're absolutely in love with someone, you should want that for them more than yourself almost.
Right.
Like, hey, I love you. I'm literally going to sacrifice all of this for you. And it's just easy after that if it's both in agreement. But I feel like communication is a big part of it. But I feel like everything else aligns. I mean, if you guys just get each other, it just aligns. And then all of it's easy. God bless you. I'm trying to find it.
I don't know if all of it is ever going to be easy, but you can. It does take a lot of shit off your plate as far as it comes to like maneuvering
but that's
through
what it should
the world with someone else.
That's what it should be. It should be easy. Not all the time, but it really should just move fluently. But everything should always intertwine. Communication, friendship, sex, love, whatever. It all should be 100%.
Right. And if you don't do those things, then you end up with an ex. And that's what we're going to talk about next.
God.
Now you're by your fucking self. No. So now let's talk about exes now. And this is actually a topic that Brittany texted me earlier today. She's like, we should talk about this. So exes. Question number 1. Is it okay to remain friends with an ex?
Yes.
Okay, that's question number 1. What do you think? You already know my view on this.
All right, tell me.
No, absolutely not.
Why?
It's just it just causes difficulty.
Okay, what if they're like, hey, we dated for like 3 months.
Nope.
We're still cool.
Nope.
We've never never
still-
slept together.
Oh, well, that's different.
Oh, you sleep with people within 3 months?
What?
What?
Don't try to blow my shit up like that on air, yo.
Good God.
I'm about to throw this chair across the table.
Excuse me?
3 months? Get out of here.
I'm
That's
just
90
kidding.
days. Yeah, no, I think especially when it comes time to introduce, like you have a new girlfriend or boyfriend or, whatever, like a new relationship, all it's going to do is cause confusion. And it's really like you broke up with that person for a reason. There's nothing about carrying on that relationship is worth
What if you were
jeopardizing
just
your new
friends
relationship.
and you dated and you're like, this is just like, we're just friends. It's weird though.
And you were
just
friends and you
had
dated.
sex like twice.
I don't know. I don't think
And then
I've
you're
ever
like,
been
high five. We're good.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Nobody
ever been in that
knew.
situation.
Okay.
What about you? What do you think?
I mean, I don't think I have any hostility towards many of my exes, but I haven't had it.
Wasn't the question. Would you remain or
If it were up to me,
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
be a friend for like going out, having drinks, texting back and forth on
Alone?
the phone
Alone or with a group of friends.
whatever this person is. Well, yeah, you're friends now. Friends do that shit.
I mean, I think I'm fine with it
Yeah.
because I don't think anything else is going to happen. I feel like maybe women drive the wheel of the whole. I mean, I haven't had many boyfriends, unfortunately, because I've had very long relationships. I would not be friends with some of them. I would never go out with some of them, but a few of them I wouldn't mind. Like seeing out, I'm fine with
Yeah.
it. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Whatever happened, we're cool. I would never date them again. I'd be fine with that.
All right. So what about when it's time to introduce like a new love interest into
I
that
was
equation?
Dating someone and we were out at a bar, I don't see the problem with introducing in a group of friends. Hey, but they will never know. They'll never know. Like if I dated them. I mean, why would I tell them if I only dated them?
That's scandalous, though.
Because I would tell them if it was serious. I've only had a few long-term relationships, and those are the only ones that are.
See, that's
important.
fucked up, though. That's fucked up. You don't put somebody in that
I mean,
position.
I would eventually.
Here we go. Now you backpedaling now. I mean, I would eventually. No, but that's fucked up. Like, if you're bringing somebody, if you used to date a guy, no matter the capacity of what that relationship, it could have been serious, it could have been just a few months, and you decided we're gonna break up, not be sexual partners, not be romantic, whatever. And then time goes on, you start dating someone else, and that person is still in your friend group. You should 100% let your new man know that you used to date that dude.
But that would never happen because I don't date a lot of people.
But
I haven't dated
we're
a lot
using
of
all
people.
hypotheticals here, though.
Yeah. So, okay, so if I was dating somebody that I was serious about,
Yo, she moonwalking right now, y'all. She backpedaling
I'm just being
hard as
honest.
shit.
So my honest answers are clearly the
This
same.
is her honest answer now.
Because who is it? It's like somebody I dated for a night.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I went on a date
Tell
with
him.
him.
And
Hey, that guy over there, I dated him for a night. I went to sushi with him. Sorry.
What does
He's
dated him
here.
for a night look
It doesn't
like?
mean like sex, Antoine.
How
I
do
don't
you
have
date
sex
some-
with people.
How do you date
who I
someone for a
don't know.
night and not have sex with them? You dated them for a night?
What does date
You went out on one date
what
with
does
them?
date mean?
I don't know. What do you think date
On
means?
a date mean?
Like going on a date and dating someone has two different definitions.
Does it really?
Don't. So when you say I dated someone,
It
people
does?
assume that you went on multiple dates or had like some
Yeah,
sort
of
of relationship
course.
with this person. But when you say
No,
you went on
dated,
a
it means
date with
past
someone,
tense. Dated
okay, yeah,
means past tense.
right. And so you
Doesn't mean
dated
multiple.
someone for whatever amount of time. We assume it's more than one.
Well, no, you
right?
do. Sorry.
The world
That's
does.
That's
The world
literally
does.
your problem.
There's
not
no
mine.
one listening right now that if you said I dated this guy,
Okay, first of all,
that
absolutely.
it's one time, one date.
Everyone thinks that because it's past tense. And then one time. And I've done that multiple times.
Okay, so we're getting
Not
off
with
track.
the same
We're getting
person.
off track then. We're getting
Yeah.
off track. So if you
You know you're wrong.
again, I'm not wrong. You're wrong, but I'm saying
Hey,
it's moot.
I might have not have excelled in English or no, in math, history, or any other thing in school.
What,
But I
social
was
studies was your
very, very, very. I made 100 an A+ in English. Dated. It's past tense. I literally dated a guy one time.
So let's get back to the real topic.
Yeah.
Though. So you dated, and then when we say dated, we mean multiple dates. You had a short-term relationship
I
with this
dated
person.
him
Okay.
one time.
So you went out on one date with this guy. He's still in your friend group.
You don't just say I date. I went on one date with him. I actually can. I went on
you
one
can't,
date.
why can't you? That's actually,
Well, but if I'm whispering to the guy I'm with on a date, hey, look, I dated this guy one time. I dated this guy. You don't say that.
That doesn't even sound right.
That's a conundrum.
That doesn't
So I dated him, the guy over there. But it doesn't mean like, oh my God, she had sex with him multiple times. Like that's
that usually what it means.
But I didn't.
Are we talking about like a real scenario here?
I made up one. Like that we created. I made
All
up
right.
one that
So
we
I'm gonna make it
created.
real easy
Yeah.
for you, Brit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you two different scenarios.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez.
All right.
You went out on one date
Yeah.
with a guy, didn't work out.
Yeah.
Fast forward 6 months. You're out with your friend group. This guy is in your friend group. You start dating a new guy, dating a new guy.
Yes.
Multiple dates.
Yeah.
He is coming out and meeting your friends for the first time with this past person that you dated one time.
What does
there.
dated mean
Do
to
you
you?
do you tell him that, hey, I went on a date, just to let you know, I went on a date with this guy.
I
It was
went on
nothing
one
serious.
date with him.
Okay.
Is that what you're
So
saying?
you do tell him or you don't?
No, you're saying I only dated him one time.
Right.
Didn't kiss him. Didn't do nothing.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say a word. I would say maybe after the fact. But during it, no, because it wouldn't matter. Because I never went on a second date with him. It didn't matter.
I think it depends on the person.
You wouldn't do the same.
No, I wouldn't. Hell no. I would tell 100%.
Why? There's no point.
Because it's full transparency. So then,
Yeah, but you could go out to lunch with somebody.
all
or
right.
coffee.
So here's another scenario. Here's another, and be 100% honest.
Yeah.
Fast forward 3 years. This guy that you were dating, now you're married to, right? This person that you went on a one date with is still in your friend group. And it comes out that you went out on a date with this guy and never told your husband.
Okay,
Do
so-
you think the husband would be upset?
Antoine,
Just answer the question.
Yes, okay. Details. If we just went out to lunch or coffee and nothing else happened afterwards, we didn't physically touch,
Okay.
I think it's absolutely okay.
No way.
Because you know what?
No way.
It's just a friendship thing. Like, if we're one-on-one, whatever, if we didn't literally kiss, do anything else afterwards, it's nothing. We're friends.
So then, again, back to the details.
There's why
When
create
you-
drama
No,
when there's
but
nothing
listen,
there?
Though, when you went out with coffee with this guy, was that meant to be a date or was it a friendly meeting
We don't
with your
know.
friend?
We're just trying to.
You know.
Well, look, if nothing else transpired, why create drama when nothing and everyone else is cool? Why create chaos?
God, I can't wait to see the comments on this one.
They're gonna be none. No, but I don't see how that's an issue. If me and a guy made out, I would absolutely tell.
Made out or more. Or
more.
Okay.
Yeah, no, anything, or kissed or whatever. Hey, it's a little weird, but if it was just a talking conversation, that's friendship. I don't think anything's wrong with that, and why create something that isn't there? That's just creating drama in a relationship where it doesn't need to be.
Well, again, I think it is all situational, but every scenario that we just went over, I would 100% tell the person I'm with. 100%.
You just want the ego boost.
No, not at all. It's because it's about, like, if you are afraid, if there's something about some of the facts that you are hesitant to tell because you're afraid it might come up later, you should definitely say something right then and there. I don't think
an innocent lunch date, coffee date, dinner date that didn't transpire to anything more should be brought up to anyone, especially if they're in the same friend group and no other messages have transpired past that should be brought up, because I think it is drama.
Tell me what you think in the comments, y'all.
That does not need. That is just unnecessary.
I feel like
it's unnecessary.
You dot your I's and cross your T's. Like,
it's not their fault that they're just a friend group and like, okay, we tried one time. We never touched. I don't know anything about her. Vice versa.
But when you think about it, that's
not fair.
But that's part of the issue, right? We go into all these different relationship scenarios not thinking about what the fallout could be, right? And so if you date someone who's in your friend group or you consider a friend, you're like, you know what? I'm going to give this shit a shot. He's a cool guy or she's a cool girl. I'm going to give it a shot. Let's go out on a date. You go out on a date or two and you figure out, well, we're way better as friends. This is just not going to work. I still love them as a friend.
So it should be good.
But I don't think that needs
to be told to everyone else.
That's still not everyone else. But if you find yourself in
drama.
No. Hear me out. You find yourself later on in a committed relationship, and this person that you thought enough of to try to have a more significant relationship than a friendship with, and you want to keep that person in your life, you should definitely make all people involved privy to that. Okay. 100%.
Well, it's you. And I feel like...
I mean, don't tell the world about it, but say, hey, babe, I just want to let you know, me and Todd went out on a date.
But if that's how you are, and if that's how the world... But I don't think that drama, if there is hasn't been exchanges for like a year after that or 6 months, like you're just both cool. It just was not there. I don't think it needs to be brought up again.
Yeah.
Especially if there's no physical side of it. I just feel like, why rock the boat?
Yeah, well.
I feel like, why create drama? But that's just me.
Yeah. And for that reason.
But if that makes people feel more comfortable, like, oh my God, yeah, I went on one date, we went to Starbucks, my God. You're going to kill me over it? That's weird.
Yeah, but there's a huge gray area between someone killing you over it, quote unquite.
And then being transparent. I get it.
And you just saying, hey, this was a situation, I just want to let you know. And just give that new person, whoever that is, the opportunity to feel way about it that they're going to feel about it. They might not give a shit. Some people will be like, well, I don't like that shit. And this all depends on the person.
Yeah.
I'm
just, I guess.
But it's for that reason I don't have any exes that I keep in my friends group. None. Are
you sure?
100%. 100%.
What's the next question?
But let us know what you think in the comments, though.
I just don't.
Let us know what you think in the comments. I think it's going to be split because I do feel like a lot of people feel the way that you feel. Because
it's honest. It's like, why rock the boat on a new relationship and what really didn't matter? Why create chaos over something that... And it's like, you don't speak to them. You say hey when you're out with them, your significant other, next to you holding your hand. They clearly know they're not, interfering. It just was a meetup, like basically just like any other friends going to lunch. You're not dating.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see both modes of thinking.
I just wouldn't
about it.
I wouldn't say anything unless the guy was texting me all the time. I'd be like, all right, that's a creep. Like, I went on one date with him. He won't stop blowing up my phone. I would absolutely tell somebody that I was dating for a while about that. But if it was one date, whatever, didn't work out.
Okay.
We're better off as friends. Nothing happened. I think it's...
I get it. Like,
I think
again,
it's like,
I'm not saying like you feel the way you feel is the wrong way to feel, or I'm just saying it's like two different modes of thinking.
But maybe after...
But let me ask you this, though. Say you start dating a guy.
Yeah.
And you've been dating, unless nothing serious, but kind of like 6 months. You're like, hey, I really like this dude, And you've met his friend group, mixed men and women, a couple of times because you've been dating for 6 months. And he comes to you and say, hey, man, I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. I just want to let you know that Tiffany is, she's, we dated for like a year.
Yeah.
Right? And you and Tiffany at this point have gotten along. Like, I love Tiffany. Tiffany's the shit.
What?
How would you feel?
What do you mean?
How would you feel?
Like, what was he? Like, he dated her?
Yeah, he dated her for a year.
How long have me and the guy been dating?
6 months.
Oh. Okay, so...
I'm just talking about this particular
do
scenario.
I love her, or are we, like, great friends?
You like her. You like her at this point.
Or, like,
you've only known her for 6 months at this point, so...
Wait, through you?
Yeah.
Or through a guy?
Through the guy, yeah.
No.
Crickets.
9.
Crickets.
9. What?
Next question, please. Huh. All right, it's moving on. So we got
like, what? I mean, it's fine, but what? I'd be like, what? Like, did I just figure this out? 6 months, what?
No, he was just like, I wasn't sure about you now. I really like you, and I think I would love to keep you around.
But this other girl is still around?
Yeah, they're still friends.
No.
They're still friends.
No.
They're friends, though. They're friends. God, it's okay. They're friends.
No, I'm not okay with it, Antoine. You never asked me the question. You always ask me.
You're so full of shit.
No, you asked me you asked me specific questions. So you
wouldn't tell,
but
you wouldn't be okay with it either, though.
No, I don't do a double standard. I'm not friends with my exes, but I'm not mad at them either. But I'm not friends with them, but I'm not like, we don't have any like,
you're silly, yo.
We've never, I only have a few exes, except one. I'm pretty much cool with all of them, but I don't have many. But I'm not like, I don't talk to them, so. Okay. But I wouldn't be, like, if I saw them in the grocery store, I would say, hey, and that would be it.
Really? Okay.
But I'm not like, oh my God, what are you doing today? How are you?
Yeah, I feel you.
How's your family? I'm not asking those things. I don't care.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let us know in the comments. You're going to get crushed in the comments. I'm telling you.
Why?
I can see it coming already.
Why? Why?
I'm just fucking with you.
That's rude.
All right. Final question of the day.
Jesus.
Still talking about exes. Are you okay with a friend dating one of your exes?
You first.
Any
of them.
Man.
But they have to be like exes that lasted at least
like significant
8. Yeah, that like you were in it.
Okay.
Like, but any of your friends. Hey,
I guess it depends on how the relationship ended.
Yeah.
Like if I hated her fucking guts, I'm like,
yeah, well,
yeah, I was like, more power to you, bro. Go crazy. Have fun.
No, I'm talking about just the few that you like in your mind are like, okay, off limits.
Yeah. I would.
Any of your friends, they're like, hey man, I gotta call you. I've been dating so and so
Yeah.
for the past 6 months. I just want to let you know. Would you be like, ugh, a punch in the stomach, or like?
I would say probably not, just because I'm so like I'm so secure in like my relationship right now.
Yeah.
And I don't have any relationships out there where I wonder, like, oh man, I wish that would have lasted longer, or I wish it would have went differently. I don't have any like relationships that I regret getting out of. So I would probably say no. No, I wouldn't care. Now, if it was like my last significant relationship before now, I would be like, yes, please.
We all would.
Please.
No.
But no, it's kind of one of those things.
Or like before you got married, like how would you feel if somebody?
I mean, I feel like for you to be, well,
it's hard to like get back in those feelings.
It attacks your trust a little bit. I guess it kind of depends on the friend. If it's like a really close friend, like somebody you consider like a really good
and they're
friend,
like, I'm in love with her and we're in love with each other.
If that's I'm like, go for it, bro.
Yeah,
go for it. Like, go for it. Like, because what, like, you to get upset about it, what's that gonna do?
It's hard for you to like answer that question when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, go for it. Go crazy.
Yeah.
I think anytime you get into a situation like that, it's because you have like some lingering emotional connection to whatever person for whatever reason. You could,
or some like you're still connected. You're still speaking to them. In a way, like there's no way.
Yeah, no. I'll be good. I'll be good. Like, even if like my best friend or one of my best friends was like, me and blah blah blah, or we started going out for coffee. It progressed from there. Now we're in love with each other. I'm like, bro.
Honestly, if they're in love, I'd be like, heck
crazy.
yeah.
Go crazy, man.
Yeah.
Have fun. I wish you the best. I really do. Like, I don't. Yeah.
No, I agree.
I've never gotten out of a relationship and was like, man, that fucking sucked. Like, I wish I still had that. Like,
and if anybody touches her,
and plus they say like people are exes for a reason, right? There's something that got you to that point. So, now what about you?
I know you're going to be surprised with this answer. I agree with you.
Really? Yeah.
I'm pretty much when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now if like I knew somebody that was like unclean, like was like, hey, then I would be a little disappointed, but it wouldn't touch.
You got say that. You
no,
got friends
I don't.
that are unclean.
No, if I knew somebody, but I would never be if it was a genuine connection. I'd be like, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thank God. Whatever.
It wouldn't bother you to see that person, like, because this girl is still in your friend group, right? So you see her with your ex. You go to parties together. You go out to dinners together.
I don't do that because I got children. So.
Well, but still, at some point you're gonna be.
It's a lot easier now
environment.
being a grown up. I feel like it would be a lot less easier in my past life before I had children. But I can stay out of those situations.
But what if you couldn't? Like, so we're talking like hypotheticals here. Like every time weekend you go out.
I've been in those situations.
See these people.
I am 100% the type because when I leave a relationship, I've left a year before.
Really?
In my heart.
Whoa. Let's unpack that a little bit.
Or 6 months.
So
I've left months before.
You'll stay in a relationship that long, unhappy for why? For what?
Because most women do. They literally, because especially if they have so many ties, that if they've been in their relationship for long enough, especially if they have children within the relationship, they will stay, but emotionally check out. And then they are definitely okay by the time it's already, like, ended.
Wow.
Like, it's cool. We're done. But, like, before, kids and like, you know, maybe in my 20s when I was in these relationships where like, oh my God, I'm in love with you for like 6 months. And I was like, oh, it ends in one day. I could be heartbroken for 3 months because it would just end. But no, like as I've gradually gotten older, I mean, I've emotionally checked out of relationships before I've actually physically left. So
if that's the case, why does it take you so long to physically leave?
Because most women can't. Because they have to take care of everything. And they just make sure everything is good. But they're emotionally, we don't care anymore. We're like zombie. But we're physically there. We're good. So by the time we've left, if they moved on, we're cool. We don't care.
Wow.
We're good.
Wow.
But yeah.
That's interesting.
So me now, I would not care.
Let me know if y'all agree with that,
Yeah.
ladies, because I don't know.
It's true.
Like, I feel like you might be the anomaly, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think, so I do think people emotionally and mentally check out a relationship before they actually make the decision to leave. I do agree with that. But it's hard for me to believe that someone can maintain a somewhat friendly relationship with somebody they're in a relationship, like significant relationship with, while being checked out.
It was hard. I mean, that's what leads up, I think, to the ultimate end of it. When the woman checks out, it just goes haywire slowly. It's like I don't know. But I do believe that. Women are pretty amazing, but pre-kids, I would have been heartbroken because I mean, I have kids now. Mm-hmm. So obviously I had to stay, but me emotionally being
you didn't
there,
have to stay.
No, I didn't. But so I've emotionally checked out. Yeah. I'm done.
Gotcha.
But I'm physically there. But I'm already done now. But in my 20s, if this were to happen, I'd probably be heartbroken. I would probably be upset for like 3 months. Whatever. Fill the void. I don't know.
How you fill the void?
I'm
just fucking with you.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Run for the border. They don't even use that. They can't say that anymore, I don't think.
Chikiro.
What?
What is that? What does the Taco Bell dog say? Remember the Taco Bell dog?
Oh, yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah,
yo, you can't say any of that shit anymore. Hell
Yo
no.
quiero.
We about to get taken off there.
Chikiro.
It's not.
Don't watch the last video. I'm as dumb as bricks.
I still need to upload that. It's on
Don't
Instagram.
do it.
It's on Instagram.
You're done.
It's already on
One's
IG.
enough. One's enough.
Man, so that's interesting. I agree with you. I don't know if I would care too much if I had I don't know if I had but with that, on the flip side of that, it would be hard for me to date somebody who went out with a friend though, who used to date a buddy. That would be tough for me. I don't think I would do it.
Like just for dinner?
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Honestly, if they went out to dinner or something like that, and then fast forward a year later, I meet her, and because if they just went out for dinner or something, he probably didn't tell people about it, or that many people.
But people can go out to dinner and not do anything.
I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah.
And then they fast forward. I meet him, and we start going out. If they knew we were friends and they didn't say anything, I would feel some kind of way about it. I don't know, maybe. If they didn't know,
they say something,
if
though?
they didn't know, then it's whatever. Because they know we're friends.
They might not
and they know there's a
remember.
relationship there, like just common courtesy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I guess so.
Maybe it's just me.
But you don't talk to your friends every day.
No, but
in a general, but if they found out, like, oh man, I went out with her one time.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, if it was just like a dinner, they probably wouldn't have said anything anyway. The only way that this scenario works is the girl knew we were friends, and if they didn't, then then it's whatever. It's like, hey, just chill joke's on me. You know,
I guess.
But
I mean, I'm pretty territorial too, but I'm just pretty like you know.
Yeah.
I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, you didn't, and then we'll just go from there. I've got a line of a 5 list of girls that I know. If you haven't dated them, then we're good.
Okay. Has any of your friends or exes ever dated after you?
What do you mean?
Like,
of course.
Has it
dated,
happened?
not dated. I don't know. I've unfortunately, I don't think it was meant to be told, but yeah. And you know, I didn't have any sort of, and I love this guy, and I didn't have any sort of hurt in my heart. I was just like, what? I didn't feel like any. Yeah, I didn't feel sort of anything. It didn't. But
okay. Were you upset with her at all?
No.
Even for like a little while?
No.
No? Okay.
Because why?
Yeah, true.
Fair game. At that point, I mean, we'd only dated for 5 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She goes, "Oh, forgot y'all dated." Huh.
Oh,
it's okay.
Man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
It's fine.
I'm so glad to be out of that whole scene.
God,
like
good
the
for you.
dating
It's a.
And plus, like, this area is small, dude.
Thank you.
It's
Let's not
fucking
go into it.
Small.
Why would you even talk about it?
Why? Because it is. It's like somebody you know, especially like somebody like me who's like kind of, you know, I'm in a public eye a little bit. And you too. You as well. Like, it's smaller for people like us because we know so many people, right? So, like, it's like the degrees of separation are so minimal for, you know, for dating in this areas. Like, you either know somebody that this person dated, or you know somebody that knows somebody that this person dated. You know?
I don't think that's the. I already feel like that's in the back of my mind right now, but I don't think that's my main concern. I feel like my main concern is like the pool of dating. Like, I feel like I have to go to a bigger city.
Yeah.
There isn't much. There isn't like a good. I don't know.
Just go to a different city. It doesn't have to be a big city, I guess.
Yeah, like a sports city.
But
like,
you don't strike me as a type.
NFL, NBA, whatever,
Oh, here we go.
NHL, whatever.
Trying to get a bowler.
Hello. Hello. I'm 28.
You don't strike me as the person who would like date someone outside of this. You just seem lazy. You wouldn't want to do the work of having to travel to see this person.
You don't know me at all, actually. I'm very.
So if you, let's just say
I
someone
pursue my men.
like New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will literally, like, there ain't nothing stopping me. If I'm into you, you'll know it.
All right. Is there anywhere that's like too far, like California?
Iraq. But I'm not saying I'm not about you. Call me.
Oh, God.
Love you.
All right. Well,
Call me.
you know.
What?
No. I'm just saying. That's
What's too far?
And plus, you got kids too, so it's like,
shh.
that's something you have to be taken into account when you're dating someone outside of the area. You know, you got to go and see them. They got to come and see you, and then they come and see you. Where the fuck they going to stay?
Okay, let's not go into that.
Let's
Let's
there's
not.
some moving parts. There's some moving parts, Brittany.
We don't think that far. You're right. I'm lazy. But you know what? When you get here. What are you laughing at?
You're silly.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts. Brett. All right. So this was episode 9. 10th episode. We got to do something big for the 10th episode coming up.
So I got an idea.
So actually, that's going to be coming off of the, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and
your birthday.
It's my birthday.
You're going to be 55. God, how are you so old? You look your age.
I hope. I got face for radio.
No, you do. I mean, it's like
I live
weird.
To be 55.
No.
I'll be 46. So I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Have no idea. I let people. I'm not one of those people that plan my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, it's whatever. Like, I'm happy. I just tell my kids, don't get me cheap shit. 100%.
What?
Don't get me
like,
cheap
that's
shit. Don't get me cheap shit. Like, no, seriously. Like, I don't care if you just get me a necktie. I'm totally fine with just, hey, this is...
As long as it's durable?
No, as long as it's a nice necktie.
Hey, I got
$30.
you 2 great, durable, long-lasting birthday gifts, and I cannot wait to give them to you. Oh my God, they're so cute. I'm excited. Like, I have them in my possession right now, and I'm like, want to give them to you now.
Don't.
Well, I can't wait for it. So your birthday falls on what? Wednesday?
I'll see you the Wednesday before or the day before.
So you have to go out that Wednesday. We have to go out after next weekend.
We'll be recording.
I know, and then after we have to go out.
Okay.
You better cancel all your plans on your birthday.
I'm not canceling any plans.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any plans. I don't plan shit. Oh yeah.
No, cancel and then we'll go out. We'll get a whole group.
Okay.
We'll get.
I feel like you want to embarrass me in some way, shape, or form.
How am I going to embarrass you? Like, I don't have no way to embarrass you.
There's always some ulterior motive with Brittany. There's something.
What?
It's never fucking transparent.
You don't think I'm genuine? Why are they all standing up?
So that's what's happening. Cinco de Mayo. Oh, May the 4th for all my Star Wars fans. May the 4th is this Saturday.
I'm taking my kids.
I want to do some. What? Where are you taking them?
To Superheroes Ice Cream.
Oh fuck yeah! That place is awesome.
On Lynn Haven.
Yeah, that place is cool.
Darth Vader's gonna be there.
Oh word.
Yeah.
Okay, I might go.
Yeah. So I'm taking them Friday at 6 p.m.
Okay.
If you want to come.
Yeah, that place is cool. So do they do that regularly? Like have like somebody dress up like whatever? Okay. Man, that's cool. Yeah. And then Sunday, Cinco de Mayo.
What are you gonna do?
So we're having our neighbors over for taco night. Mm-hmm. My friend, me and Jamie are going to brunch with some friends, and then we got taco night that night. So
wow.
Yeah.
And you have to train Monday.
I have I'm good. Tequila's my friend.
What's wrong with you?
Tequila's my friend, yo. I can drink that shit all night. So I just got a recipe for a strawberry margarita.
Yeah.
That I can't wait to try. So I'm gonna definitely give that a shot.
Good for you. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be
good for you.
It's gonna be a good time. What you got going on? For Cinco de Mayo.
I'm actually going to a cookout.
On Sunday?
Yep.
Sweet.
At my dad's.
I think we did only. Oh, Chuck's having a cookout.
Y'all should come over.
Yeah, we'll come over. Well, we can't, but we got shit. But
I mean, if you guys want to bring the party over to his house, we're having a pool party. He's got a hot tub. My kids will
What's the address?
You already know. But
everybody be over Chuck's house.
One of his friends is going to be there, so my brother's going to be there if you want to talk golf. I'm serious. Anybody can come over.
Why doesn't your dad have a simulator yet?
We're going to get to that.
That'll be awesome.
So we'll talk about this off air about the golf situation. But my brother is very into golf.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I need to fix my drive. My shit slices hard.
But I've already talked, and he's like into it. But me and my brother have been talking to him about it. And his detached garage.
Yeah, he has a big detached garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
So.
Yeah, he should definitely get him because he doesn't have anything in there, does he?
No, he's got a lot of junk, but he's...
Yeah, he can clean that shit out. Yeah, he should definitely get a simulator.
So we'll see.
How can they find you? How can the people find you so they can talk shit about you? I'm
on OnlyFans.
Drop into her DMs.
Yes, drop into my DMs only and tell me what you think. Only positive things.
Have you not been on the internet? It's never only positive things.
My name is
Go ahead.
What is I always forget. Britt Daniels on Instagram.
What are you on the TikTok?
I'm on TikTok at I think Brittany Augustine or Britt Augustine. I'm not even sure.
Okay. LinkedIn.
And okay.
You can find me on Instagram, Antoine the Juggernaut, Juggernaut of Fitness on TikTok, Antoine Brett on Facebook, Antoine Brett on X.
Excuse me?
X. Twitter.
What's that?
It's Twitter. What Twitter used to be.
Jesus.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also find us on all your podcast platforms: Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio. There's one more. Apple Podcast. Yes. Please subscribe. 5-star rating. We would truly appreciate it. We love doing them. Hopefully you love listening to them. And we will see you next week.
Doing shot for shot.
Shot for shot. And your funeral.
Well, I'm going to get a hotel room across the street. Because I don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive, y'all. We will see you next week. Peace.
Bye.